It's great to be here. Thank you all for inviting me up here to the Live Free or Die state. I'm here to help us live free. I'm here to help our opponents enjoy political death and sound jobs in the private sector. So where are we? It's 2006. The national debt climbs $500 billion a year. The trade deficit is twice that. Take-home pay stagnates. Energy prices are soaring. Our war on Iraq has killed almost 3,000 Americans and crippled another 10,000. Our schools can't compete with foreigners. The Military Commission Act lets George Bush haul you off, throw you in prison without trial or access to attorney, and torture you. Don't bother to ask whether he'll do it. He started several years ago. The gentleman's name was Jose Padilla. We have serious issues. What is Congress doing? Oh, it's dealing with important issues. Baseball steroids. Gay marriage. Terry Schiavo. French fries. They had to be renamed twice. And this month they stopped the international terrorist port-attacking internet gamblers. The Democrats and Republicans in the House and Senate and White House are incompetent, corrupt menaces to our republic, to our Constitution, to our civil liberties, and to our way of life. They're running our country. They're running our country straight into the ground. Fortunately, there's an alternative, a gateway to a bright, shining future. The libertarian future of peace, liberty, and prosperity. That's what we promise America. The shining promise of the Bill of Rights, the shining promise of the Declaration of Independence. Not death, but life. Not serfdom, but freedom. Not cower in terror, but pursue happiness. A good life for ourselves, for our children, for our grandchildren. And we're the one party that can open the gate to that future. We are the one party that can give us a future free from fear. That shining city on the sunlit hill. The futures FDR and Ronald Reagan described so eloquently a few years ago. Why us? Why not the other parties? Because we have the key to that future. Ask not what your government can do for you. Ask what you freely, voluntarily choose to do for yourself, for your children, for your neighbors. It's your choice. But to bring America to that future, we need one thing. We need competent, effective, libertarian governments, town, local, state, federal, from sea to shining sea. We need political victory. I'm George Phillies. I'm here to carry us towards that victory. Give me our presidential nomination, and I'll use our presidential campaign the way we all should have been using it all these years. Strengthen our party. Educate our fellow Americans on fine libertarian ideas. Elect libertarians to office. Now, that's very nice to say, and every political campaign has two parts. There's the candidate and his theme. And, since this is a political convention, there's the real politics, the campaigning plans. I'm George Phillies. My serious theme is the serious man for serious times, because that's where we are. My physics doctorate is from MIT. I pay my taxes. If you open my closets, no skeletons will fall out. And I am going to run on the issues that real Americans care about. Ending the war on Iraq, protecting our borders, ending budget deficits that will enslave our grandchildren. Reverse Kelo, repeal No Child Left Behind, ban the mark of the beast, the Real ID Act, tax credits for private homeschoolers, reducing our need for foreign energy, ending un-American deeds of federal civil servants, warrantless wiretaps, warrantless searches, kidnappings and tortures. Those are all criminal acts, and the people who did them will, under my administration, be brought to justice. Now the other half. Make me our nominee, and I promise you a legitimate campaign we can all be proud of. I'll spend your contributions on real politics, not on lounge lizard consultants and fancy real estate. I'll have a real campaign organization in place by next summer. I'll copy the one thing our opponents do that is absolutely right. I'll start campaigning seriously full-time, not after Labor Day 2008, but for all of 2008. Advertising is important. Volunteers are just as important as advertising. The Republicans know this. That's why they keep winning elections. They spend $100 million on advertising and another $100 million you can't hardly see on local get-out-the-vote drives. Most important, I'll leave our party stronger in 2009 than it was in 2007. I'll have local campaigning groups from coast to coast, and those local campaigning groups will be designed to turn into permanent local Libertarian Party groups, so when you all run for office, you will have friends and neighbors, Libertarian friends and neighbors, who will be ready and organized to support you. I'm George Phillies. I'm seeking our presidential nomination, the nomination of the Party of Liberty. Please give me your support. Give me your support, and I will give all of you, the libertarian people, the libertarian activists, the presidential campaign you've always wanted. Thank you very much. Let me just wrap up very briefly. We are in terrible straits in America. The country is falling apart because the Democrats and Republicans are knocking it to pieces. We are the party with the answer, the libertarian answer that will take us to the libertarian future of peace, freedom, and prosperity. In order to do that, we need to have an effective political party, and the American people insist that real political parties have effective political campaigns. Contrast the other third party, the Green Party, which is falling apart because they don't. I am the responsible, credible candidate with the sound past and the sound present. I'm the person who can take a year off from work to campaign and will. Give me your nomination, and I've outlined my campaign plans, and I will give you the presidential campaign that you've always dreamed of. Thank you very much.